Hello everyone, welcome to Clarity for Sure and Agri Clarity YouTube channel. Today in this video we are going to discuss one of the important topics for your upcoming IBPS AFO 2025 examination, that is the constituent of an egg. This topic becomes very important. Why? Because we have instances where the mains examination of your agriculture field officer has been asked with these questions related to the constituents of an egg. Okay, so without any further delay, let's get started. But before moving into the session, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow us in the Telegram. The link will be given in the description box below, so that you will be getting the updates related to the agricultural examinations that is happening in and around. Okay, so as I told you, there were questions where the constituent of an egg, the questions related to the constituent of an egg has been asked in the examination. This is the first question from the year 2023. The question goes: albumen of fall egg is about dash percentage of the egg weight. Okay, it talks about the fall egg, about what is the percentage of albumen. Okay, so the answer for this question is option number B, 60. It is around 58 to 60. Okay, 58 to 60 percentage. Okay, this is from your 2024 examination. Which nutrient is essential for eggshell formation? The answer for this question is option A, calcium. So see, for the past 2 years there have been questions from this particular topic. So we can expect any questions or a combination of questions from this constituent of an egg specifically in the upcoming 2025 AFO examination as well. Okay, now moving into the lecture. Now let us try to understand the anatomy of an egg. Okay, if you are going to take an egg, what will be the parts of that particular egg? We all know that the outer covering is known as shell, and we have two membranes, outer membrane and inner membrane, and inside the inner membrane is the albumen, and this yellow color part is known as yolk, and there is a membrane in the yellow color part also that separates your albumen and the yolk, that is known as the vitelline membrane. And we have this air cell. See, this air cell actually indicates the freshness of a egg. Okay, then it is Chalazae. Okay, this is a Chalazae which actually holds the yolk in its position. Okay, so this is in simple related to the anatomy of an egg. Okay, these are the parts of an egg. Why I am discussing about the anatomy of an egg? Why? Because there are chances to get a question from this anatomy as well. Okay, now moving into the parts of the egg. As we already discussed, the outer shell is known as the outer covering is known as the shell, which actually protects the egg. Yolk, which is the yellow color part, which is the nutritional center of an egg. Albumen is also known as egg white. It contains the protein and water. Chalazae, the twisted stance of an egg white that actually holds the yolk in place. Vitelline membrane, the membrane that is surrounding the yolk. Air cell, it is a pocket of air that forms at the wide end of the egg as it cools. It means that as it cools means that the egg will be laid by the hen. After laying, there will be a cooling period. In that cooling period only this air cell will form. Okay, that is what here it is mentioned as egg as it cools. Okay, these components work together to protect and nourish the developing embryo if the egg is fertilized. Okay, so these are all the parts of an egg. Now we will try to understand each and every part in detail. Okay, so why I am going to discuss each and every part in detail? Because there are high chances that there shall be a question from this constituent of an egg. Okay, first constituent is the shell, which composes of 9 to 12 percentage of the total egg. It is composed mainly of calcium carbonate. This was your 2024 question. About around 94 percentage for strength. It also contains magnesium carbonate and calcium phosphate, around 1%. Okay, it includes organic matrix with collagen like protein and glycoproteins. It has around 7,000 to 17,000 pores for gas exchange. This is a very important point. Why? Because we will be thinking that outer layer, that is the shell, is not porous. No, that is wrong. The egg shell is porous, which have 7,000 to 17,000 tiny pores for the gas exchange to happen. It is covered by a thin protein cuticle that protects against the microbes. So this is the composition of a shell. Okay. So kindly note down whatever points which we are discussing now, so it will be very easy for you at the time of revision. Okay. Next comes your albumin, which is known as the egg white. This composes of around 60% of the whole egg. It contains around 88% of water as a solvent for proteins. Okay. Protein is around 10 to 11%. What are the important proteins of this albumin? Ovalbumin, conalbumin, ovomucate, lysozyme and avidin. Okay, this avidin is in traces only, but avidin is also important protein in the albumin. Okay, this albumin is rich in minerals. What are the minerals? Those are sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium and phosphorus. What are the vitamins that are contained in the egg albumin? They are B2 riboflavin, B3 niacin, and B7 biotin and B9 folate. This folate becomes very, very important for the fetal development. Okay, what is the pH of this particular albumin? It is 7.6 to 9.2, become more alkaline over time. This is very, very important. See, the pH range starts in alkalinity only. So as the time progresses, the alkalinity of that particular egg or the albumin would increase. Okay, so these are all the important points related to the albumin. 88% of water, 10 to 11% of protein, and these are all some of the important proteins where avidin is in traces. It is rich in minerals, contains vitamins also, and the pH range. Okay, coming to the yolk, it is around 30 to 33% of an egg. It contains 48 to 50% of water. See, yolk is rich in lipids, whereas albumin is rich in proteins. Okay, 30 to 35% triglycerides, phospholipids, lecithin, to be specific, cholesterol. Okay, it is around 200 to 220 milligram. It contains 16% of proteins also, levitin, okay, levitin, phosphatin and vitellin. Okay, these are all the proteins that are present in the yolk, but it is rich in lipids. Compared to the proteins, the egg yolk is rich in lipid. Okay, it also have the pigment of xanthophile pigment. That is why this pigment is actually giving the yellow orange color to the yolk. It provides a fat soluble vitamins. What are the fat soluble vitamins? We all know that A, D, E, K, and B vitamins, B1, B2, B6, B12 and B9, which are a very good source of. So egg yolk is a very good source of fat soluble vitamins and the range of B vitamins. Okay, it is also rich in minerals, iron, phosphorus, calcium, magnesium, zinc and selenium. So uh, like albumin, this yolk is also rich in vitamins and minerals. It is the fat composition is little high compared to the albumin, where in albumin the protein component is very high. You should also note that yolk also contain proteins of around 16% on an average. Okay, so protein is present in yolk also. Okay, both in albumin and in yolk. I hope the components of the yolk is clear to you now. Coming to the membrane, we saw that inner and outer membrane, it is made up of a protein called keratin. Okay, it serves as a barrier against bacteria between the shell and the albumin. Okay, this actually covers the shell and the albumin, so that it actually acts as a protection for the microbes to enter. Okay, and next comes your air cell. I already told you that it is an empty space between the albumin and the shell. It forms as the egg cools after laying. The increases in size with age, indicating the freshness. Okay, the size, the gap in the air cell gap actually indicates the freshness. Okay. Next comes your chalazae. It is called as a chalazae. Okay, it is a twisted mucin fiber strands and it holds the yolk centered in the egg. As I already told you, this actually holds. It will be in the two sides, which I already showed to you in the first slide itself. So it actually holds the yolk in its position. Okay, that is the significance of this chalazae. Okay, next comes your germinal disc. Okay, it is a small white spot on the yolk. Okay, it will be in the yolk. It is the site of fertilization in the fertile eggs. This is an important point where, for example, if there is a question in your examination, which of the following is the site of fertilization in the fertile eggs, your answer will be germinal disc or your blastodisc. It is also known as the blastodisc. It is typically around 2 to 3 millimeter across, and it is crucial for the development of an embryo within an egg. For example, if an egg is going to be fertilized, germinal disc is the point where the fertilization of the egg occurs. It is also known as blastodisc. Okay, I hope this germinal disc is clear to you now. Okay, so these are all the important constituent of an egg, and these are all the important points where you should note. Whatever points we have discussed are important from your exam point of view. Okay, and coming to the key nutrients in an egg, energy is approximately 143 kilocalories, protein 12.6 grams, total fat 9.5 grams, saturated fat 3.1 grams, cholesterol 373 mg. It varies. Okay, carbohydrates 1.1 gram, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin 12, B12, iron, selenium, choline. See, choline is a very important mineral which actually helps in the fetal development. Okay, the fetal development um, is helped by this choline only. Okay, so these are all the important nutrients present in an egg per 100 gram of egg. Okay, so I hope this key nutrient is also clear to you now. Okay, so just summarizing whatever we have been discussing till now, we saw the anatomy of an egg. We also saw the parts of the egg like shell, albumen, yolk, air cell, membranes, Chalazae and germinal disc. Okay, so these are all the important points related to the constituent of an egg. So kindly revise this lecture one more time so that it will be very helpful for your upcoming IBPS AFO examination. Okay, now it is time for some practice question. Which of the following statement about egg albumin, that is the egg white, is correct? Albumin contains more lipids than protein. The primary protein of albumin is known as corn albumin. The albumin contains about 60% of egg, and as a pH that becomes more alkaline with age. Riboflavin and vitamin K are the major vitamins found in the albumin. So, if you have been keen watching this lecture, you will be easily able to answer this question. So, let me know your answers in the comment section below. Next question is that what is the main structural component of the eggshell, and approximately what percentage does it comprise of a shell composition? Calcium phosphate, magnesium carbonate, calcium carbonate and organic matrix protein. So this is actually a replica question. I mean not replica, just made on the same lines of 2024 PYQ. So let me know the answer for this question as well in the comment section below. I hope the lecture was useful to you, and if you are a candidate who is seriously preparing for the upcoming IBPS AFO 2025 examination, do consider the test series by Clarity, that is your 24/7 test series, where you will be having a test on a daily basis. Block wise test will be given to you, and on every Sunday you will be having a full length test that actually mirrors your actual mains examination of your agricultural field officer. Okay, you will get the notes also. Reference notes also will also be provided in this course, and for phase 1 you will be provided with the QRE practice questions also. Okay, so if you're looking for any affordable test series, do consider Clarity for Sure's IBPS AFO 24/7 test series. Okay, the link of this will also be given in the description box below. So I hope the lecture was useful to you and you have enjoyed the session. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any feedback related to this session, kindly let me know in the comment section below. I will meet you with yet another session. Until then, wish you a very happy learning. Thank you so much. Have a great day.